and welcome to another episode of Right Thoughts at 4 a.m. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about social engagement and just the importance of it as I see it. Right or wrong, this is my position or perspective on it. And to those of you this resonates with, I'd love to hear from you. As you know, I always say I'd love to know what you think, and I do. And I'd love to connect and build with you if that's something that you are interested in doing. I'm here to build, and once again, I am nobody until you get to know me. So, social engagement and why I believe it's important. At the beginning and the end, there is the human connection in whatever it is we do, and when I think about social interaction in general, whether it's physically or online, there's always for it to be great, in my opinion, there always needs to be some sort of value exchange. And that value exchange, to me, comes initially or is best done when there is the proper intent associated with it. Now, I know a lot of people evangelize about the principle or of reciprocity. When someone does something for you, you want to do it back and what have you. And I believe there's a lot to that. Very specifically to that, it's what I am so thankful for that helped me to become a better parent. When I noticed as I moved into a new town that it was all the same parents that were always responsible for doing all the things associated with the children in our town, it made me feel uncomfortable. And I feel like that was a good thing because then it made me want to get more involved. And sometimes I was tired, sometimes I was busy, sometimes there were other things that were going on that I might have preferred doing. But in the end, I thought to myself, if so many people are doing this for their kids and my kids are benefiting from it as well, what kind of person, what kind of human would I be if I just sat back and just let that happen? Now, for some, the opportunity to do more is not there. And what is available for them is just the opportunity to say thank you and to just be gracious and, again, show gratitude for the people who do have the time to do it and who are gracious enough to do it, who are not necessarily looking for anything back, but believe it has value. So I just wanted to touch on that piece of it. But for those of us who have time or have the opportunity, the ability to do so and don't, I think we cheat ourselves because there was nothing more rewarding than being able to, whether it be coach basketball or coach soccer or sell hot dogs during a football game, sell, sweatshirts to raise money for the high school team. Whatever it may be, it was always so valuable. But taking it right back to the social media piece of it or the social piece of it, it's in the trends that I see, everyone's looking, not everyone, but most people are focused on attention because until you have someone's attention, you're not going to be able to deliver your message. And I believe social media anyway, in general, is only for attention. It's what you do with that attention that really matters. So when you get someone's attention, then what do you do with it? Are you trying to build or are you just trying to sell them some shit? And that's it. Like that whole, as you hear me say BMS, that buy my stuff type mentality where all you're interested is sell, sell, sell. Let me keep getting in front of you, stay in front of you and top of mind and all that other good stuff. And in the end, you don't care about that person. You don't care about what they're interested in. You don't even care about the stuff that you're supposedly giving them for free that has value that you keep, going on about, I'm putting you up on game and I'm giving you this value and I'm giving it to you for free, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You don't care about any of that. You care about what's in their pocket and digging in their pocket and extracting income or extracting money. or them putting money in yours. You care about them focused on you. But there's really nothing reciprocal about it. There is no reciprocity, really, because the stuff that you're offering is not of value to you. So here's the flip of that, and where I feel it becomes good, and it has a massive amount of value. First of all, if you're very much interested in someone or something, then you're going to exhibit a particular passion. You're going to have a particular interest in it. And you're going to ask different questions, and you're going to engage in a different way. And you're going to have meaningful dialogue based on that specific interest or passion. That's going to lead to much better conversation, much better interaction, much better engagement. And from there, you can actually build something depending on if it's a good fit. And what do I mean by that? When someone speaks about something you're interested in, like I said, you naturally engage. And in you talking to that person, back to my point of I'm nobody until you get to know me. When you get to know that person, you start to see things, find common principles that will let you know whether or not there's an opportunity to build with this person or not. And from there, I think a lot of good things happen. Ideas flow. However, if your only interest is come like my post, come look at me, look at me, look at me, buy my stuff, that sort of thing, then there's really no value there to be had. And no matter how much the interest is or the attention is at the beginning, once that's determined, at least for me, I'm checked out because there's nothing there to build. There's really no value there at all, or certainly no value exchange. There might be value for the person doing it. But who wants to invest in something that someone doesn't care about or is indifferent about? It just doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense, although we do it all the time, all of us. We see something interesting and we kind of go down that path, and we're even encouraged to do it in a lot of the marketing we see. So what am I suggesting in all of this? Or is this this is not just a rant, to complain, although there's portions of it that I, wish didn't happen. But what is the point? There would be no value to this conversation unless I had some sort of direction to suggest or to offer for consideration. And when you're going out, there's certain areas or verticals that you're looking with. I challenge everybody to ask themselves, why am I interested in this topic or this person? Is it just about money? And that's cool if you want to have a transactional relationship. Just be transparent about it. I want to sell you some stuff. That's it. And honestly, I think most people would appreciate that, even though they might not say that. I think people would appreciate that because it simplifies the whole equation. I think it's when you try to mask it as something else that it becomes particularly problematic and uncomfortable. But let's say you are interested in something someone's talking about. The next step, or you get someone interested, the next step is to find out where can you actually build and try to actually build something with them. How can I actually help you? Not with some scheme or gimmick. By scheme or gimmick, I mean like the proverbial, oh, I'm going to sell you some high ticket item. Oh, I'm going to show you how to sell high ticket items. And the high ticket items is selling high ticket items. It just does, it's like a one hamster wheel of no value. It's not that. It's if you're working on a voice app and the voice app has a particular application, you should be very well prepared to demonstrate to someone how that voice application can specifically help them. And not in some kind of clandestine way where I'm going to give you the secret magic. It should be plain and simple. Do this, do that, and when it works, then let's continue our conversation. Something along those lines, something that's going to give the person actual value. And as you're building, leave a meaningful comment. You'll be stunned at how far that will go. I actually put together an entire course about this very thing. It's called The Best $500 You'll Never Spend. Anyone who's interested, just DM me the word 500 and I'll be happy to send it to you over 7 days if you send me your contact information. And it's not a ploy, there's nothing to buy in it. It's just something I put together while I was out on a walk. This is Nigel. I am right, voice CEO and gratitude champion. I thank you for taking this time with me. I hope you took some value from this. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can just go to Nigel.chat, and that will give you a direct link to me. You'll be texting me directly, and we can connect and see if there's some way we can build from there. All right. I appreciate you. This is Nigel. I am right, voice CEO and gratitude champion. I'd love to know what you think.